Gamers' rights exist to be violated. Excuse me? Stop Killing Games might never win, according to expert. Quote, are consumer rights being violated? Well, they already exist to be violated. Okay. I don't like, I'm hoping this was taken out of context. So, let's take a look at this here. Stop Killing Games movement, inspired by Ubisoft's shruggy shutdown of 2014 racer The Crew, has hit a few potholes since its 2024 inception, including a bunch of European publishers and the EU itself ruling against the plea for better consumer protection against live service game death. Proponents should also prepare for their humble campaign taking a full-on trip off of a cliff, suggesting Flux Digital Policy video games policy expert Dr. Celia Ponton, since what it once might be a legal impossibility. Okay, so Ponton posits during a recent interview with the game business, are consumer rights being violated? Well, they already exist to be violated. She says things like terms of service already provide a framework for how publishers and gamers should respond to scenarios of sudden live service death. And it's unlikely that Stop Killing Games campaigners will be able to squeeze anything else out of the many legal, technological, and video game industry standards working against them. I know what she's talking about here with how things are written. It's like they, majority of the time, they cover their butts in every legal way that they can with all that damn jargon that we don't read when we press accept. You know what I'm saying? However, in several court cases, things have to be changed. These companies do lose. And when they lose, they have to pay people. And they have to change things. Doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen. And that's just it. Sometimes the way things are written, they kind of basically sucker people into doing certain things. You know what I'm saying? I think things need to be plain as day. When you buy this, you do not own it. Like right there on the screen, you do not own this game. You are purchasing a license to play this game. If we feel like taking it down, we'll take it down, and you can't do nothing about it. And they should spell it Nuffin. You can't do nothing about it, and we ain't giving no refunds. Make it plain as day. And the text should be like, warning. So, you know what I'm saying? They need to let people know. I understand people's passions behind it, Pon says, about Stop Killing Games, and that they want to continue playing a game that they have particularly loved or enjoyed and invested time in. And I can see exactly why that is important to an awful lot of people, but it takes more than conviction to overturn many reasons, overturn the many reasons IP holders are allowed to end access to a game you paid for, but they really own. Ponton describes a mismatch between what the public might be calling for and what is possible. Not necessarily just technologically, although there are some barriers there, but also when it comes to how existing legislation works. She assures that video game policymakers are seriously, and I think fairly intensely, discussing stop killing games demands. But Ponton also emphasizes how legally complicated achieving them would be. Oh, I have no doubt that it's going to be complicated. At the end of the day, in the beginning with video games, they could have just sold us the whole game instead of it being a license. Like I said, I remember when I first found out, I think it was around the Super Nintendo age when I found out, like a friend told me, it was like, yeah, we don't really own them. Like we're basically buying the right to play it or something, because we were kids, I was like, what? Yeah, it's like a license or something to play the game, but you don't own it. It's so weird because you have the cartridge, it's in your house, they ain't coming to get it, like what? Video games are a cloud miasma of all these interconnecting different tiny bits of copyright, says Ponton, spanning concept, art, voiceover, and all other meaningful details that combine to make one playable game. So if you're talking about handing over a game to the fans, Ponton continues, that's not really a very straightforward way of thinking about it in certain aspects of the law, right? No! We buy movies that have all of that, and we own them. I've never heard that we're purchasing a license to play this movie. I've never heard that before. So when I have a DVD, a VHS tape, you know what I'm saying? A Blu-ray of a movie. Anyway, to me, it don't make any sense. If they wanted to, they could, but they don't want to. It's all about power, control, and human monies. Yes. Gameshausen. Stop Killing Games cites consumer protection laws as a reason for being. Writing on his website, if you purchase a good, it shouldn't self-destruct. But Ponton says that's how it works in other areas of regulation. And I think it's hard for people who have never come across this idea before to really immediately get that. That's how it works in other areas? What do you mean? Like how things break down? Like a car or an appliance? Or like, what do you mean by that? Ultimately, there might be some ideal solution being touted by some of the really engaged players in this space. Ponton reiterates, but that might not actually work out. Oh man, it's a hairy, sticky business. But Sony is being sued by 5 or 6 countries right now. They're being sued by Does It Play and with Stop Killing Games. Something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. Something's got to happen. Okay? There's been a resurgence of, from what I hear, Gen Z, I think in particular Gen Z loves physical media. They're collectors, from what I understand. So, it's something that should never go away. This stuff happens, there's something kind of dwindles and then things come back. And like I said, the fact that music is still printed on vinyl and cassette tape. When I heard cassette tape, I couldn't believe it. I didn't know they still made cassette tapes. Like, I knew vinyl specifically. I was like, well, it's probably because the DJ scene, like DJs, they a lot of them are digital, but still some of them still scratch and all that other stuff. And I figured, that's what first came to my mind. But yes, there are collectors and people love to have their records. I went to this one dude's house. You should have seen the collection of records he had. You should have seen it, man. It was incredible. Like this whole wall, like just made to store. I was just like, oh my God, I've never seen nothing like that before. You know what I'm saying? So they need to stop. It's all about their greed and their power and control, and we know it. And one of the things out there, you know, for the first rules of business is, you know, listen to the customer. You know what I'm saying? Give the people what they want, in particular. Give the people what they want. And I think they should continue giving the people what they want. 10 million subscribers.